This shoe might be top 2 out of all the LaMelo Ball shoes that I've seen. Yes sir, what up everybody, it's your girl Rain. Today we're going to talk about the new PUMA MB.02 Jade colorway. First things first, we're going to talk about the box. Now this box is beautiful. You have that nice little jade green going around the whole box, not from here at the bottom, as well as the top with your size tag on there. You got rare on the side over the PUMA logo, another PUMA logo at the bottom and at the top. PUMA branding's everywhere in here. And yeah, MB.02 on the top part of the lid. Now, the difference with this box is that it's actually a full lid. So there's no flip off, it's just a full lid, comes right off. Now here are the shoes. As you can see, it has that nice jade marble color all over the shoe, looking beautimous if you do ask me. These shoes are beautiful. You have the logo on the tongue there, which is on his chest tattoo, I believe. Right here it says rare, and on the other side it says 1 of 1. This is the same thing on all MB.02s, but on here the colorway is just executed so perfectly. This part is the same, it's very cohesive with this. It's not darker, it's not lighter, so it goes with that. You only get one set of laces. These shoes do not come with extra laces, but you definitely can swap out the laces with other shoes or buy some laces and swap it out there. You have the number 1, which is his new number for the year or for the season. I'm assuming that's going to be permanent. Tattoo logo on the back on the heel counter here. And then you got Melo going down with the PUMA logo up top. Insole is nothing crazy. You just have that tattoo and the PUMA basketball branding on the side of it. And yeah, that is pretty much the whole shoe. Here's that 1 of 1 on the other shoe that you can see right there. And on the bottom, big key difference here is that it is not translucent. So those who complain about translucent rubber, it's picking up too much dirt, whatever, you now have a chance to have just solid rubber. Hopefully that helps you perform better on the court. For me personally, the translucent I have no problems with, but I mainly play on clean surfaces, so there could be a difference there. I haven't played on anything dirty, but this is a good counter to those who do not like that translucent sole. And for those who haven't noticed before, it does say 1 of 1 on the bottom of the shoe, and you have your little feathering print at the top. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole shoe. These shoes are definitely top 2 of all LaMelo Ball shoes thus far. I'm sure y'all can guess what my favorite one is, but these shoes are beautiful. Like, these were a must cop. When I saw leaks and images of these, I had to cop these. Another small detail on the toe here, it does say LaMelo. I'm not sure if that's his actual signature, but I would assume so. But it does say LaMelo right here on the toe. But yeah, if you are in the market to cop your first LaMelo Ball shoe, I would suggest these. These are a great cop. If you don't have the Rick and Morty's and you don't want to pay that price, these are a good substitute. I'm sure you can walk in your store and find them. These are sitting pretty much everywhere, which is crazy, but at the same time, these MB.02s are only sitting because 1, people aren't the biggest fan of the silhouette, and 2, it's because they produced a lot more of these MB.02s than they did for the MB.01s, which makes the MB.01s extremely limited and extremely sought after. So that's the only reason why you see these sitting a lot. The first pair of MB.02s are actually sold out. I don't think you can find those anywhere, but you do have the blue pair, which are the Rookie of the Years. You do have the slime pair, and you have these, and I think there's a black and blue one too that's also available. So you have 3 choices right now. If you're in China, you do have the Phoenix version of these shoes, which are beautiful. If I could get my hands on those, I would, but you have those available. And next up is the Rick and Morty's. Now let me know down below how y'all like those shoes. If you like the Rick and Morty MB.02s or not. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'm not the fan of the colors. Granted, I don't like yellow or pink. Those are my two least favorite colors. I love green and purple, but the whole mix-up color is just not it for me. If one shoe was green and one shoe was purple, I would have copped. But since one shoe was like green, purple, and the other one's pink, yellow, I'm probably going to pass on those shoes. But they are a nice cop for those who like Rick and Morty if you weren't able to get the first pair, which I do have right here. If you weren't able to get the first pair, then you have those to pick up for sure. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about is why these were $150, but the regular MB.02s were $130, $135. So the price markup, to me, in my opinion, this shoe in hand just feels more expensive, if that makes sense. Like they put those extra dollars into the shoe versus the shoes that they released prior to this one. This one just automatically off rip feels amazing in hand. The packaging was great, first and foremost. They added a little bit more extra stuff than they would have with the Rookie of the Years and stuff like that. Like I said, this lid is a full pull-off lid. Now I'm not saying that deserves 20 extra dollars, but it is a full pull-off lid. They did add some metallicness to this, and I'm going to show you what the regular shoe looks like. So this is the Rookie of the Year. This is a flip open lid, and this shoe here for some reason feels more plasticky to me. I'm not saying these aren't plastic, but the heel counter is made out of different material. This is more of a rubber plastic, where this is more of a actual hard plastic. So those are the only key differences I can tell from looking at these two pairs. I still don't get why they upcharged $20, maybe $10 of an upcharge, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, the market is increasing when it comes to retail prices, and I mean, it's about that time where people stop buying shoes and start saving money for certain pairs or buying other stuff. So it's about that time. But Puma is a very inexpensive shoe company right now. I guess because their popularity is lower than Nike, they have a lower cost, which can combat with competition. You need to stay competitive, and so their competitiveness is that their prices are lower than Nike. So there's that. They also use cheaper materials though, so with lower prices, that does mean cheaper materials. I feel like Nike uses more expensive materials. Even though it's still a cheap shoe, I do think they would use more quality materials than Puma. But nonetheless, these shoes are a great pickup. If you are in the market for an MB.02 or a LaMelo Ball period, I think you should pick these up, especially while they're sitting. These are not going to sit for long. LaMelo shoes don't restock, so the stock that they do have will dissipate. Like the first pair disappeared, these will eventually disappear. So go ahead and cop now if you can. I've never seen a sale on LaMelo Ball shoes. If you see one, then kudos to you, but I have never seen a sale, so I wouldn't necessarily wait for a sale. I would just go ahead and pick these up, especially since they retail at $160, $155, so it's really not much. It's not even the price of how the Jordan 1s were in 2020. It's the price of how they were in like 2016. So just go ahead and pick them up. It's no harm, no foul. It's a great basketball shoe. I go true to size my MB.02s, but that's because they're like a tighter fit. These aren't as tight as the MB.01s, I'll tell you that much. The MB.02s do have a little bit more room, as well as more cushion. There's more cushion in the forefoot than there is in the MB.01. That's about it when it comes to performance to me. But these do have a little bit more room on the toe box, whereas the MB.01 does seal your toe a little bit more. So in the MB.01s, you might want to go up a half size. That's all on preference. As you can see here, it is more narrow on the toe, so this one does hug your toe a bit more, whereas the MB.02s have a little bit more room and fatness to it, so you do have a little bit more toe wiggle in the front. But it's up to you. Like I said, these are sitting, so you can go in your stores and try them on and see what size you like best. But yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you picked these up, and let me know if you actually like the Rick and Morty MB.02s. I'm curious to know how many people like those shoes. I may do a review on them, I may not. We'll see how everything goes. But yeah, appreciate each and every one of you guys so much for watching. Salute.